Hey guys, welcome back to New World Carpentry Solutions, and in this video we're going to be tackling the cabinet build for underneath the drill press. And one of the first things we need to get tackled before we can actually get that started is to build a cleat system that's going to allow the cabinet to be removed, will allow the cabinet to slide on and off. And again, in the spirit of this project, I'm using as much scrap wood as I can. So the first thing I need to do is actually make some cleats that will attach to the bottom of the cabinet, and then rip a piece that can then be like a lap, not a half lap. It's going to make a rabbit. I think that's what it is. A rabbit's on the edge though, kind of facing. I'm going to create a slot. I don't really know the proper word for it. So we're going to cut a few pieces and kind of get that attached to the drill press, and then we'll start basing all of our measurements for our cabinet off of that. I have a wall full of scraps because again, my goal is to kind of start emptying out my material cart. So I will pull through there, pretty much grabbed all the little pieces that I know I can use for this cabinet. I got some old drawer pieces on the side as well. So we're kind of going to Frankenstein this cabinet together and still try to make it look as nice as possible and make sure that it's functional. So the first thing I want to do though is rip this piece in half. So like 1 5/8 inches. I might just go 1.5 inches even. I don't know why I was thinking that this is a regular 1x4. It is not. This is a filler strip, and that's only 3 inches. So I thought it was like a 3.5 inch board. So if I rip it at 1.5 inches, I'll just rip both pieces. But this being an actual 3-inch piece, this is like leftover filler strip from a cabinet. So I'm just gonna tweak the measurements. All right, now let's see. This is a little over 1.25 inches. So I'm probably just going to cut this to 3 inches. Let's see, I need these probably about 12 inches. So the quickest way to cut these to 12 inches . And then I'll set the fence to 12 3/4. Let's see. And then I can just take, pretty side doesn't really matter. Yeah, get those nice and flush. And these are like 1.25 inch staples, so they shouldn't blow through. And let me set my depth back up because this is hardwood. The filler strip is all maple. So why isn't it sinking? Guessing this just does not like the maple. Let's see if it'll shoot it the other way. Yep. So it'll sink on this side. But yeah, shooting through the maple, I guess, is a bit tough. pressure still on? I did turn down the pressure. I wonder if it went down too low. That would affect it too. Yeah, the pressure on the compressor was a little too low. So I'm just gonna set these with a hammer, but then we're gonna go ahead and attach them down there to the drill press. Alright, so now over here at the drill press, I need to attach these cleats. I haven't really decided where, but one thing I do know is this edge needs to at least be 3/4 of an inch back, and that might actually be where I plan it. Line a piece of 3/4 inch plywood up with the edge. Alright, just put that to it. And then when it slots in, I guess this is the easiest way without measuring. I hate measuring, but I don't have to. Okay, we'll go right there. And then what I can do is take a measurement across here, which is 18.5. So if I make the inside cabinet 18, if I make my bottom stretchers 18 5/8, the cabinet legs should be able to slide in there. Crap, I forgot. One thing I was planning to do was take the, I guess I could just screw them flush to the bottom. They don't have to overhang both sides. So never mind, yeah, I'm not gonna change it, leave it out this. So yeah, 18 5/8 will be my inner stretcher. And that'll give me the clearance to slide it on and off. I might just go 18. Eighteen 5/8 gives me a whole 1/8 inch back here. It gives me like 3/16 up here where the cabinet is wider. So I'll probably just go 18 3/4. Yeah, I'm gonna go 18 3/4. So my inner stretches will be 18 3/4, and then how tall? Do they need to be? The first one needs to be 2 1/4 off the ground. Minus this, which is 3/4. Alright, so now we're about to head back to the table saw and cut all the cabinet carcass pieces. Then we can get that installed and slid in. Alright, so back here at the table saw, I'm take all this stuff off the fence. Remove the miter gauge. These pieces are scrap wood. This is my problem. Stuff like this I almost want to keep, because it's just pine though. I'm not gonna be bad. throw this right into the scrap bin so all that can get burned. And now, what is dictating the width of this cabinet is this piece of scrap plywood that I have. This is actually going to be the top. So I'll rip this piece and all the other pieces to this dimension. Let's make sure that's narrower. Yep. Yeah, this gross piece of plywood, this is just a piece that I had outside when I was doing the RV. It was in the grass. I didn't pick it up as soon as I should have. And yeah, this is actually a piece of Baltic birch, but this is just going to be the bottom shelf inside the cabinet. It's going to keep it from flexing out. So this will be more than fine for that. I could sand it or scrape it, but it's the bottom side of that cabinet. And yeah. There's no other issues with it. I think I had some old glue smeared up here that kind of stuck, and it's just a nasty piece. So this is going to be the bottom side of it. Then there's going to be drawers and everything else going up from there, so that's not going to matter. Only thing that does matter is cutting these two pieces to the 18 3/4. Then I need to cut the side pieces to whatever size. This is a 48-inch piece, so I can make the cabinet probably 23 7/8. The one other piece that I do need to rip is a piece of 3/4 for the slots down there. Let me grab a piece of scrap plywood for that. Let's see, what size should that be? Probably like 1.5 inches. So it doesn't bottom out. That'll be long enough. So let's see. Now this is a piece of scrap. It's actually cut out of the taper. So just been holding on to that little wedge piece for way too long. But look at that. Here we are, probably months later, and I'm finally finding a use for it. The question is, do I keep this piece? I'm a lot better than I used to be. Now that I'm going through that material cart and seeing all the stuff I was holding on to, trying to set rules for myself. I have a whole material bench and a scrap wood bench on the back side of the door. Shouldn't be, and I have like material racks up there and longer storage up there and storage out there, then the whole larger lumber rack outside. So trying to be a little bit more responsible with the scraps and everything else that I keep. So what I need to do now is cut all these pieces to size. And I need 18 5/8, and then all this is small enough to do on the table saw. So let's cut these ones first. Let's see, what do I need? 18 3/4 plus 3/4, that is 21. No. Jesus Christ. 18 3/4 plus 3/4 is 19. 19 and a half. little scary. But yeah, what happened there? Now the blade is stopped. I wasn't applying pressure back toward the fence. Toward the miter gauge. I was pushing more toward the fence, so it just rotated. Probably should have stopped the blade before I tried to rotate it back, but you know, my miter gauge was right there, and I didn't think it was gonna like kick it back or nothing. I guess it could have. But yeah, be careful. Now we have our two side panels, our top, that little bottom piece. The next thing we need is for the little strip down here at the bottom. This is 1.5 inches. How long is this? 23 3/4. How big is our cabinet? I would like it to go that full distance. So I'm just gonna do it. See, 12 3/4 plus, is that what it was? This piece is just gonna get attached down here at the bottom. And actually, it needs to be ripped thicker than 1.5 inches because I want it to go underneath the cabinet. Well, actually, no, it doesn't. As long as the stretchers have it in, it'll still go underneath. 3/4. It doesn't need to go all the way in there. This piece of scrap that I was about to trash. Can I use it here? And I can, because it's already cut to the right length. All I have to do is rip strips. Right width. It's already, as wide as the panel. I'm just gonna rip some strips and then screw that to the bottom. So it's 1.5 inches plus 3/4 is 2.25. So I'll probably just go even 2 inches. Give me a little bit of clearance. All right. So now we're about to switch over to the workbench and assemble the carcass for this cabinet and slot it in. We might get to doing drawer boxes tonight, but probably not. I'm probably just gonna get the carcass assembled, slide it in, and then that'll probably be about it for the night. Just thought I probably should have added a stop so the cabinet can't slide all the way back, but I can do that afterwards. But if you guys have enjoyed, let me know down in the comments, leave me a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.